Well, tubers, tubets, and of course crazy people. You ever have one of those seasons or those days or those weeks in life where everything goes right? You know, you're driving down the street and all the lights are green. You pull into the parking lot, nice big fat juicy parking space with your name on it right next to the front door. You go skipping inside. Not only do they have exactly what you want, but it's on sale. Well, I wish I could say that's me, but pretty much the polar opposite has been true for the last 90 days. If things can go wrong, they have. And I wanted to take a few minutes, make you feel better about your life, and share with you what's going wrong in mine and my little wife's. All right, here comes our goofy little video. Well, hindsight being 2020, I almost think that I should have titled this video Adding Insult to Injury, but it's too late to walk it back now, so we'll just keep progressing here. For those of you that have watched the channel for any length of time, you're aware of the fact that over a year ago, I purchased a piece of land for my wife here in Negros, and that is for the sole intent and purpose to build her a home so that she has something for when I leave the planet and she'll be self-sustained. That's all well and good. The title to that is Progressing Fine, slow but fine, and it's a clean title. We're happy about that, and that's the major investment of money. Unfortunately, I allowed us to get involved with a guy that pretended to be a contractor. He was really just a con man. He is from South Africa. His cohort in this is a Filipina, his girlfriend for the moment, I suppose. And I'm not going to say his name just due to legal issues or her name. That, I think, can be exposed in a future video that I don't want to tip my hand now. I need to keep those cards close to me, and because he'll probably watch this. Anyway, having watched this led me up to my suspicion of what recently occurred. Once we found out that we had been duped, we also found out that he had not applied for any of the permits that are necessary to do any building on my wife's property. Part of his little game was to come out to the land and start working for a few days. And so that's exactly what he did. He came out, he removed a few coconut trees, left the stumps there, of course, but anyway, he dug some trenches, one that's got to be refilled because he did that wrong. That's another story. And he built what's called a bunkhouse. What's a bunkhouse, you say? That's what I said. And it is a temporary dwelling or shelter made out of plywood, and it's for all the workers. They can sleep in there if they're spending the night, and several of them did, and it's also shelter from the storm. In other words, you know, when they take their lunch, they can go inside, they can sit down, they can have their meal, they can relax. They also built themselves a latrine, which was a deep hole in the ground with a wood structure around it for privacy. So, for the last 3-4 months, we've been making trips out there to try and get permits going for the property because we were in violation. When he dug the trenches and he built the bunkhouse, he never pulled any of the permits that he promised he had done. In fact, he said, oh yeah, I've got all that, it's all set, you're good to go, just sign here. There you go, there's your permit. And, you know, like a fish, I went and got catfished by him on that too. Anyway, enough of my stupidity. The whole process of trying to get these permits has been arduous at best. We've had to go to barangays. We've had to go to the municipality. We've had to go back to Valencia. We've had to go to an engineer. We've had to go here. We've had to go there. To say that we've made 17 trips is probably light. But that's as many as I can recall. Still don't have any permits, by the way. And that all came, that whole process, that whole grind came to a halt on January 3rd. This is, I think, the 25th or the 26th of January, because my dear wife's mother passed away. So that threw a monkey wrench into anything and everything that we've been planning to do. And so God love my little wife. She's just devastated. Her sisters, all of them are still extremely sad and depressed and in mourning. And there is a 40-day period that they mourn, and they take that very seriously. She is perking up a little bit recently. And so we did all collectively get in the car and go down day before yesterday just to see if we could make any progress on the permits. Of course, we needed the internet to work at the fire station. We had to go to the fire station for some reason to get them to sign off on the fence permit or the building permit. I'm never clear on what's really going on. The girls do it. And their internet was down, of course. So, no, we went out there for naught. But the other reason that we went out there was we wanted to see with our eyes and verify a phone call that I got 4 or 5 days ago from my friend Mark, who also has property out there and who also hired the same guy. And it's having, of course, the same problems that we're having. He called me up out of the blue and said, man, he goes, I know you and May are having such a hard time between the surgery on your eyes and May's mother passing away, and I feel so bad, but I feel compelled to let you know because you haven't been out to the property, have you? I said, no, man, that's just been not on the calendar. We've been dealing with the funeral and all the stuff that goes along when someone passes here, so especially a mother, and health. May got really sick from all this, so did her sisters. I won't belabor that, but finally he called me up and he said, I just want to let you know that I hate to tell you this, but I feel compelled because we're friends. Your bunkhouse is gone. I said, what? I go, the bunkhouse? And he goes, yeah, the bunkhouse is gone. And so I was just floored. And I tell you, my blood pressure went like this because I said, you know what? It's that prick. He's seen me do videos about him. And he went out there just to spite me and took it back just to say, there you go. I mean, he don't need that plywood. He's already gotten millions of dollars from myself and other people that he's absconded with their deposits. But if you don't know what a bunkhouse looks like, I'm going to insert a short little clip that we did back in November where we were talking to the workers, because not only did we get burned, but the workers got burned and they hadn't been paid. So I'm going to show that clip right here, or I'm going to pop in just a second, and it'll give you a kind of a visual of what the front of the bunkhouse looks like and what the employees said to us. And so I'll pop that in right here. Has the contractor paid you your wages?
No salary.
No?
No salary.
No salary.
2 weeks, no salary.
2 weeks, no salary.
Yeah.
Okay, and today is Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday,
27.
27th. Okay, just want to clarify. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's the little bunkhouse. You saw the little wood structure there, pretty much the front little porch that they've got built. And you saw what they said, or you heard what they said, that they hadn't been paid. So when we went out there, that was 2 months ago, that clip. So when we went out there 2 days ago, we went to go check and see with our own 2 eyes that that structure was missing. And sure as shit, it was gone. And so we went there and asked the neighbors, lady next door to us and the guy that lives behind us, who took the bunkhouse? And they said the employees did, the workers did. And I said, why? And they said because he hasn't paid them, and they were pretty much telling him, F you, we're taking this with us. You can't have it anymore. Not to us, because we had been buying them lunch, but to him. They just wanted to show him, shove it. We're going to take this and we're going to get some kind of money out of it. You know what? When I heard that, I said, good for you. I don't need this friggin' bunkhouse here. We're not going to be doing anything with it. He's obviously never coming back to do any work. And we're going to hold off for I don't know how long until we decide to start this project up again. We're a lot wiser for the experience. We didn't get devastated financially like some people did. Unfortunately, some people got in really deep. We pretty much just gave a deposit down. Not that it was a small amount, but it hurt, but it didn't kill us. And so what we're going to do moving forward is we're just going to put up a temporary fence around the place, you know, like a cyclone fence with a no trespassing sign. And then we're going to sit back on our heels and just sort of wait for the smoke to clear. We actually have to fill in one of the trenches that he dug for a wall because it's too close to the neighbor's wall and it's compromising the foundation of that. So we're going to take May's brothers out there, give them some work. We just bought them some tools, and they're going to go out there and fill in what he did improperly. He did it way too close to the neighboring, to our neighbors. And we want to rectify that. Do we have a permit to build yet? No. Are we in a big rush to get one? No. I just want to wall off or fence off the property, put a no trespassing sign up. I already told my neighbors, I said, listen, if you want to bring all your cows and goats over to graze here, it's fine with me. Because he's got 2 cows there now. Little side note, the guy that lives behind me, the Filipino man that lives behind, not behind me, but behind our property, his daughter owns a hardware store out in Dowan. And she got burned by the same so-called contractor for 600,000 pesos in unpaid for supplies, goods that he bought on credit. So this guy is burning anybody and everybody that gets in his path. And I can't wait to out him. But like I said, I need to pick my battles here. And in the future, hopefully I'll have some other people on here that have also had a similar experience with this Yahoo. And we'll be able to share some real more relevant, up-to-date information. All right, kids, thanks for listening to me about my bad day or bad week or bad 90 days. Not every day's got sunshine in it, but you know what? The rain clouds part eventually. All right, we'll see you in the next video.